Revelio.
I am certainly glad Sirona was there. I want to understand what's going on. Professor Weasley will certainly hear.
Me keeping one.
Why not? I think it's nice to be able to look back on old diaries and see what you were doing in the past. Right? Greeting.
Protego. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you.
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor.
Goblin silver.
They were there because of me.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see.
Shall we go?
I appreciate. If our experience agrees, I'd like you to work with Professor.
But sir, how dangerous?
Perhaps we are only after a book. Once you've honed your defensive, I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio.
I believe
Protego!
to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you...
Good. Professor, as such, you are handy for lighting torches, and when necessary.
Sounds...
Quite. But before you may be surprised by some. When you're finished, you know where to find me once you've finished.
Can I help you?
Hello, Lucan. I wanted to talk to you about Crossed One.
Ah, look who's back. So, Ked,
Get me in the ring.
spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Levioso.
Oh, there goes my way.
Levioso. Accio. You're better than that. Cinder. Come on.
Expulso!
Levioso. If that's all you've got, Ringo. Protego.
Act like a winner!
Accio.
Don't shy away.
Levioso. Confringo.
Mind the one!
Lumos.
Sendo. Levioso.
Give them what for! I could never duel like that.
Nice work. There's strong competition ahead.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. And as a fully very good way to master spell combat. Again, congratulations. Hope to see you back here again.
Protego.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next...
Why, yes it is. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Accio. Protego.
There goes my way.
Potato.
Accio. Superfly.
Potato.
Luma. Accio.
Come on.
Protego.
Don't shy away now. Mind the one!
Accio.
Potato.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Superfly. That's all you've got. Levioso. Protego.
Levioso.
Levioso. Accio. Superfly.
a jewel like that.
Bravo!
I gave.
You did. The other duelists have already. You'd better keep practicing. I'll let you know when we're ready. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training?
Of course. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells. If you need to stop practicing before you...
Accio.
Excellent form!
Levioso.
Nicely done!
Levioso.
Accio.
Good one! I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weak...
I didn't hear anything.
She was humming again.
Oh, that's why you were so bothered.
Of course I was bothered. It's enough trying to memorize the bin pounded by a horrible tune that Peeves likely made up.
Revelio.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work.
Incendio.
Excellent defensive skills.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to...
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new... You must continue to work with her and your other professor. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restrict...
But, Professor...
We have no choice. I shall find you when I've completed...
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
Sebastian, I was hoping to see you. Not many students have
I've never even met him.
If you say so. I won't... So? Why?
I need to find something for Professor
He can't get...
He was called away by Black at the last moment.
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You meant...
And I am.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Revelio.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try. It's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. Damn.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Oh, that one's far more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
If you're a mortal, you best turn back. Can't you leave us to waft about in peace? Out of here with you!
Protego!
I'll be quieter than a jobber knob.
Revelio.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clip. No need for us to be skulking around.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you find a cure in the restricted section? Shouldn't have nothing that can help out.
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaine to
Incendio!
Hogwarts. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio. Revelio.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Leviosa. Revelio.
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the library.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty. I like having friends who... Now go. Good luck in your... Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Incendio. Reparo. Revelio. Of course, traces of ancient magic. That's it. There must be more to this room. Revelio. Where might this lead? Incendio. Accio. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. 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 This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Rodrigo. Incendio. Levioso. It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. Instead, it also
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the detail.
Fair enough.
I want to hear everything. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below...
I think I know, sir.
Another pensive.
The man we saw before, Percival Ra... The first memory showed him and 3 other professors.
Miriam was right. And the second...
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year.
Why those memories? I'll have to take it with me to London.
I understand.
Good. Don't. But you'll want to pay attention in her...
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're...
You've done exceptionally well. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be... Careful now.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Accio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, but
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood... I realized something. You displayed such... Both of you have inspired...
What sort of stand?
I am not going to sit by...
Good. Rookwood and Harlow...
All the more reason they must be... Rumor has it that Theophil taking him down would cripple...
That may be true, but...
I spoke with her. She was polite. I overheard some of Rookwood. I was thinking that we...
All right, but...
I am going to watch and listen. In the meantime, remember...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil, Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stand aside!
Accio! I refuse to be done! Die for that. I quit now.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
We can go.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student off of my dead body! Coward! Going up! Child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself. Aha! Back of a ball. Stupefy! You're easier to spot than an eruption. Exotic!
How does that feel? Potato!
Incendio!
Pay for your deed.
Accio! Incendio!
No, don't!
Incendio!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher? I thought that Merlin...
Mere myth. Chatters on endlessly. Merlin attended Hogwarts.
Fixtures?
I believe he created...
I'm not sure old Vi...
Well, I think anything. No one has yet managed. I suspect that...
Mallowsweet?
I had just arrived. You see, each swerve...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be played...
Precisely. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Revelio. This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is
The flames make the pyre sing.
I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can. How does it work?
Are all of the trials like this?
Oh, not precisely. You should feel free to... My guess is that each will... Which you can find in Hogsmeade. I really must be off. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Protego!
Now, is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief...
I wonder if hippogriffs like not...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your...
I'll say. Nearly went down.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal. So, now, as I mentioned, next we'll...
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up and...
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion. As you all should know from Professor Sharp's Once class. It can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to... Now, what say we... You'll find that some plants... The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunate.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the... Come back and see me when you're finished.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid boobage. Not saying you can't go it alone. I suppose they could. It's chaos out there. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of. You get the idea. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but...
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is... Huh. Well, I suppose...
Incendio!
But there's mandrakes.
To make anything grow, we must first...
Would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
I saw him all about on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. And from what I hear of your recent exploit, Professor Weasley had you acquire the...
Yes, sir.
Good. But in the future, some can be harvested from the plant. Others, however, may be... Come and see me when you've finished.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the room.
Did I hear Professor
Yes, but why does that matter?
Brilliant! And I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth,
Pleasure to meet you.
She's my aunt. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can... I'm just missing one tiny last...
I suspect that's where I come in.
I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be in...
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Remember.
Revelio.
Keep your potion stations organized. Should you chop the Dimney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, he's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Revelio. I brewed an Edorus potion.
Glad you managed to stay on. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. You've done well today.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to, in addition to having a solid grasp of how to pay particular attention. Now, I recommend that you find a safe look, and you can keep that Fwooper feather. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to...
Oh, you're the new... And I've never seen anyone...
Professor Sharp didn't seem as...
Don't take it personally. Professor... And in gobbledygook. Of Merlin's beard, good conversation. Speaking of stars, we'll...
Revelio. Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Pumpkins. Ah. Just the place. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Protego. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick. Revelio.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your note?
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Undermining the headmaster and getting some.
Oh, Scrope does not intend to undermine. Scrope's late mistress, before she died, she spoke with passion of pages. She was delirious at the end, poor thing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Scrope believes that a treasured black Apollonia forbade Scrope from... Scrope would not dare ask a student for help.
It seems this...
Scrope is really... Take this toast to the good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. 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 Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. 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 Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. 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 Revelio.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Revelio.
Could it be? A A visitor? Oh! Ah. Ooh. Ah. The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if...
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia was... So, I followed... Here's an idea. Why?
I suppose if that's the only way for me...
I'm sure the pages are still... If you don't mind the sight of a... well...
Revelio. Protego. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Hello, Scrope. I met a ghost there, Richard.
That boy was never good at...
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it.
Sad news indeed. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin...
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
I hope you were able to take care of everything
Professor, I completed all of...
Well done. Then you'll pay close attention. The disarming... Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Professor, do you have a moment? Actually, perhaps another time.
Perhaps. Good.
Expelliarmus!
Levioso!
Expelliarmus! 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 Accio! Levioso! Protego! Expelliarmus!
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you.
Well said. Now where...
Follow me. I shall keep your eyes open for... As you can imagine, I never paid.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and
Expelliarmus,
sharp eye out
Levioso.
for that bird bar.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Protego. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
I will make it.
Incendio!
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Accio!
I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long. I need to light all three before they time out. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
Revelio. I wonder if any of these spells will help me through this. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Levioso.
Accio. Incendio.
Levioso.
Incendio. Revelio.
Touch those. Whoa. Levioso.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
Potato. Stupefy.
Accio. Incendio.
Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
Levioso.
Incendio.
Protego. Another puzzle. But if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
the next symbol is hidden somewhere. Remarkable. If I could summon that platform to me, I could likely get on it. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me. Who could he be? Incendio! Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Not a headless skeleton. But I may as well help myself to this. Accio. Revelio. An untouched chest. Pterodor wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jack... Interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the headed with the jackdaw. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. Revelio. Revelio. A headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. I need to look around for the symbol. Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Something beyond this room. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus!
What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. The Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone...
I recognize you from the pen.
I am indeed. I must confess.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Moore.
You've paid attention.
To see traces of it.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us... We can access. Opportunities will arise.
I won't, Professor.
We have much. But first,
I don't have the book with me.
That is... I'm afraid we must...
Very well.
Good. We shall...
found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Revelio.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Phil will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies. I suppose I have enough to distract myself with to carry the rounds with the book.
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
You need to learn Depulso.
Revelio.
Useful for pushing objects or...
Expelliarmus.
Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio.
What do you want?
Revelio.
Let's keep our heads about this.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Everybody grab a broom.
And we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up.
Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom.
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property.
This is
I want them
brilliant.
returned in one piece.
This'll take some getting used to.
Yes. Good. And lean. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Made it! Oh, did anyone else see that?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Ha! Good. I've got this.
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And Meowlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Beetle the Bear still ring true today.
Can't imagine how
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face. A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Incendio.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show.
First, let me thank you.
Of course. Scrib...
Well, you took the fall for me. And that count.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but...
Understood. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it Overcroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard
Levioso!
So please,
Lumos.
keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Expelliarmus. I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Oliver.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about. I've never heard anyone else. Again, mention this to no.
Of course. Ominous.
Glad you understand.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not
A proper magical education ought to include all
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is, to be fair, but you should learn it. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try? Confringo. Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the undercroft intact. Have a go at those plants. Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it.
I think I've got
well done.
I have to say,
the first time Ominous and I I swore we'd never live it down.
This is exactly the type of
There's more where that came from. Haven't been here in some time.
I'm sorry about your sister.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft.
Just let me know when and all.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. Well, meeting a new student will be...
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers.
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from... Might it have something to do with Victor?
Nothing gets past you.
Gringotts.
Professor Fig and I wound up there after...
A port key?
Well, it's all a bit...
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge.
All right.
Ancient magic?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power. That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours?
Well,
when you do know, in the meantime, spend as much time here as... And remember, when I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Revelio.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you. Oh, I've recognized that voice. Did you just come from the Undercroft?
Actually, Sebastian brought me there.
That rat! My father is friends with him.
You needn't threaten me.
Why should I trust you?
Please. I was trying to defend him.
I don't need you to tell me.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know...
Confringo!
That is going to get an earful about this.
Bother me. I swear.
Good. I'm sure they likely hadn't heard the house call, that's all. Or they did.
Revelio.
Goblins, werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a Boot or the Minister a Flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a Boot and he says it's a Flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the... You can cast I suggest you Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Confringo!
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later.
Revelio.
Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to.
Dear me.
Can't believe
Can't you keep
it's
it
still
down?
here.
Some of us are trying
I'll
to
just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Revelio.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them!
Revelio.
That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Accio. Revelio.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Confringo.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Protego. Revelio.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Accio. Revelio.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains.
What I need specific...
Well then, Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description.
It will. I hope. Now, I'll give you a...
Conjuring?
Yes. The man... Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting tape.
I did. Where?
While resources, they can also be collected...
I see.
You can indeed. Why don't you give it a try? You should find both familiar... Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any...
I will be sure to speak with...
Good luck.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
You can acquire it by return to me once...
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
You're back.
Finally. Wouldn't listen to a
Listen, Professor. I received a flurry of messages.
Scrope sent you
Yes, I thought it was...
Why would you want to take...
to a cave under the lake.
Who on earth?
He was a student here long ago. I found the missing pages. I did. And because, believe it or not...
Why am I not so...
I was hoping you'd say that. Revelio. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig?
I do. I also see...
That you have come this far, tell the potential and power of which... The location of each of 4 trials that you... Do you recall the pensive...
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port.
Precisely. In light of the knowledge...
So, the passage from your...
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely...
Respectfully, sir, while traces of a powerful... And we encountered an uncommon... We may already be too...
This is grave news.
I do.
Then, whilst Professor Fig may assist...
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have.
As you're meant.
I'll find you at the towers.
Until then.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Revelio.
Hello, Mr.
I'll be weeks at you, sir. Shop's been closed since and I've only just returned. Got a few rare U-weavers of wind wisps too.
Sounds quite the array of...
Nice doing business with you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be... You seem to be a flyery...
Go on.
Ha! But you may know, I have some ideas for what I need. As it happens, an ideal situation I could complete work on.
That sounds intriguing.
Thank you. The time trial should be... Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
I can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
Hello, Mr. Pippin.
Yes, I do.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered... I used to go myself. Constantly complain. If you take this...
I'd be happy to help with it.
You've no idea. Here are the invisibility potions. She's a talented potion.
Revelio.
do you have in store for me this time?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Expellium. Protego. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
I didn't always like a polite battle.
Accio. Levioso. Confringo.
The beasts are safer now.
Reparo. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Accio.
Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Oh my lord, what am I to do?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. What's that? Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Expelliarmus, Levioso, Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Reparo. Revelio.
Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited...
Accio.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.